Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back another video today. And to the Houston Astros lose the San Diego Padres 3-1. Not too disappointed in this loss. Spencer Arrighetti on the mound. It's nothing against him. He's just pitching against a great team and a Padres team that's great at home. Padres 41-35 at home this year, and Astros are 39-37 on the road this year. So honestly, thought going into this matchup in the series that if the Astros could walk away and get at least one win, I'd be happy. Because this is a Padres lineup that's it's very hard to go up against. Mainly I'd love to see the Astros win their next two games, but love to see at least one win in this series, and I'd be happy, especially with the Mariners going up against the Yankees. So yeah, I think the Yankees should have some success against against the Mariners. So, for once in my life, I will say go Yankees as they're going up against the Mariners. But yeah, so the Astros lose 3-1, 13 hits for the Padres, 6 for the Astros, 2 errors for the Padres, 0 errors for the Astros. Win goes to Yu Darvish. He's 6-3. He's 6-3 on the year now. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, 0 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Loss goes to Spencer Arrighetti. He's 7-13 on the year now. 5 innings pitched, gave 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Not a lot of strikeouts for Arrighetti, a big strikeout pitcher, but that's what happens when teams face the Padres, who don't strike out often. I actually, I'm on a kind of like a gambling player. It's more like it's like a gambling Discord. I don't really gamble myself that much anymore. But I like to see how crazy some of these people will be and how crazy it is when they get upset. And it's actually quite often that I see people betting the over on pitchers that are going up against the Padres. And usually, most of the time, the Padres are not striking out often. And that's something you saw tonight. I'm sure it's something you'll see again in this series. They do not strike out often. One of Arrighetti's strikeouts today against Luis Arraez. This is actually really impressive. Luis Arraez's first strikeout in a month. They got a hitter who had not struck out in a month, and he's been healthy. Funny enough, even though I said he's been healthy, he did leave this game due to an injury. So hopefully he's okay. For the Astros' purposes, if they want to rest in these next 2 games, I wouldn't mind that, especially since he went 2 for 4 today. But outside of that, I hope he's okay. But he struck out for the first time in a month today. So this Padres team does not strike out. I wasn't expecting a big strikeout day for Arrighetti today going up against that team. But that is something I see so many times, people getting upset. Oh, this pitcher sucks because, they're not getting strikeouts against the Padres. Well, should have studied. But I don't know. I wanted to bring that up, but it just a pitcher going up against the Padres, not getting a bunch of strikeouts, maybe reminded that. But Arrighetti wasn't terrible today. Like I mentioned, yes, did he not get a bunch of strikeouts, but it was going up against his Padres lineup. Yes, did he give up 8 hits, but only on 2 earned runs and only 1 walk in the 5 innings. So not bad, especially when going up against a good lineup. Saving goes to Suarez. He's 33 on the year. There's 33rd on the year now. He had a really clean 9th inning. Scoring summary, it was mostly home runs for the Padres. RBI double for Manny Machado. Then a Jackson Merrill home run to center, 413 feet. It's 2-0. Yordan Alvarez with an RBI single to center to cut the lead to 1. But then Profar with a homer to right, 398 feet. It's 3-1. Altuve went 2 for 4 today. Only player for the Astros lineup with multiple hits. Single to right for Altuve in the 3rd, a double to right in the 8th for the Astros. Alvarez did bring him in that 8th inning with a RBI single to center. His only hit. Yanner Diaz went 0 for 4 today. Tucker went 1 for 3. He had a single in the 6th inning and then reached on base in the 8th inning with a catcher's interference. Then Bregman went 0 for 4. Struggled against Yu Darvish. Victor Caratini went 0 for 3. He did have a walk in his first at bat in the second. Pena was 0 for 3, but also had a walk in the fifth. And Jason Hayward, after his best day as an Astro, 3 for 3 with a home run, had a single to right in the seventh. The team he's been very familiar with these last 2 years, being with the Dodgers for most of the year this year and last year as well. Single to right in the seventh, playing left field in this game. Dubon went 1 for 2, reached on an infield single in the fifth inning. Pena to second. John Singleton comes in for him in the seventh for a pinch hit appearance. He has a ground out to third. Jake Myers had one at bat as well. He came in for John Singleton, and he flied out to right in the ninth. I mean, honestly, it might have been better just to have Dubon in the game. Outside of Arrighetti, Brian King pitched 1 2/3, pitched the sixth inning in the first 2 outs of the seventh, gave 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Taylor Scott struggled in it was the last out of the seventh and the first 2 outs of the eighth, gave it 3 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 strikeout. And then the last out of the eighth went to Caleb Ferguson. He gave up 1 hit, but then got the out and got the inning done in 9 pitches, 7 of those pitches being strikes. So the Astros didn't play terrible in this game. Offense was terrible in this game, but look, they were going up against some good pitching. Yu Darvish was out there tonight. He looked good. Adam, a reliever for them, who's this is a hard matchup for these Astros today. I mean, really, really nice pitching lineup for the Padres in this game. Darvish as the starter for 6 innings. Adam as the reliever for Darvish. Tanner Scott was the setup man in the eighth, and that was actually the guy that the Astros had a lot of success against, and he has a 1.61 ERA on the year. And then their closer, Cerez, who just got his 33rd save of the year, and has a 2.55 ERA. So yes, was the Astros offense not great today with 6 hits and 1 run, but look at the pitchers they faced in this ball game. Meanwhile, the Astros had, Caleb Ferguson and Spencer Arrighetti pitching. And that's nothing against those two guys. And also Brian King and Taylor Scott, who I'm not going to say anything bad about because they've been good for most of the season. But the pitching matchup is a lot different in comparison. So not too mad about the offense not doing great when they're going up against those 4 pitchers. So that's a tough matchup. But we'll see what happens in the game tomorrow. It's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out. Go Astros.